house. We had our first kiss in. Thought that I would sit down and talk to you about selling a house. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Sarah and it is a heat wave, you guys. It is, I'll tell you what, 90 degrees outside right now. I am off for the week. It is 4th of July week. It is Wednesday, which I'm usually off Wednesdays, but I did actually take yesterday off too, and I'm off through the following Monday. So it is holiday vacation, true summer mode officially, and we are going to make the most of it. We have a stage 1 clinger here right now. I think he's not feeling amazing today, so we will be doing everything together, but it's been a good morning so far. We had a friend come over and hung out for a little bit. We had breakfast together. We've had 2 naps so far, very short naps, but 2 naps. And now we are getting ready to head out. We have a rental house that we own and we have decided to sell it. So I am about to go meet with our realtor and walk through the house. It's the first time I've seen it since our renters moved out. And so we're gonna walk through it, kind of like see the state of it, but then also talk about, okay, is there anything we need to do to get it ready to list? And ideally it's listed this month, so we wanna like get through it. So that's where we're off today, but it's gonna be a fun week. We've got 4th of July fun and all sorts of just good summer things this week. So stick around, glad you're here, and I will see you at the rental.
Window, get fireplace chimney folks in here.
Got it.
If it was important to them.
Okay.
Or they could.
Good morning. Oh, I'm tired. I did not vlog very well yesterday, so I will catch you up in just a minute. But first, let's get a coffee. It was at this moment that I tragically accidentally turned my camera setting to slow motion, which also canceled out all of my audio. And here I am starting my morning off with a nice morning coffee. Well, guess what? There was a bug in the coffee. It was disgusting. It was an earwig. I gagged and couldn't stop thinking about it for the rest of the day. Anyway, then I went to a coffee shop and I had a very cute outfit on. I really liked it. This is one of my favorite shirts of all time. It's a silk Tommy Bahama shirt. So cute. Then I went to a coffee shop, had that dog. Very cute. Worked for a while, even took a work call, and then off to the cottage. This was a really fun couple days with my aunt and uncle and my parents. We caught a ton of fish this night. I caught that bass. That was me. I was very impressed. Largest fish I've ever caught, possibly on the lake. It was a beautiful, beautiful night. The next day we had some swimming time. Judah was so cute. And just out on the lake in the water, it was beautiful. The weather was perfect. More fishing, of course. I love this place. And of course, had to fry up the fish that we caught. Delicious. And we finished off our last morning of family time doing what we do best, which is playing some cards. It was a really nice time together.
Good luck, everyone.
Good morning. It's Friday. I am working from home this morning. It's actually been a fairly busy week, which is why I haven't vlogged in a few days. But this morning I have quite a few calls that are all remote calls. There's one that like some people will be in office, but I don't think it's a huge deal for me to be remote. And then I have a series of like 3 or 4 that are all just people in a different state. So it doesn't really matter if I'm in the office. Anyway, so I am going to take the Friday at home and hopefully eat like a real breakfast and just, yeah, get some work done here, have it feel a little bit more relaxed. I have a lot of work to do, so I'm looking forward to just focusing. And then I'll go into the office in the afternoon, and then I'll get to go see Maria at a coffee shop. Actually, actually, the coffee shop we always go to now closes at 4, which is very unfortunate because we always work till 4:35. So we're gonna have to find a new spot, which is so sad. Other big news that is maybe not big to you, but big to me is that Maria and I actually work for the same company, but she recently took an amazing job at a different company. And so this is technically our last Friday co-working at our same job. So we'll still do this even when she starts her new job, but it just feels special. So anyway, we'll see her later today too, but let's get to work. Look how beautiful this flower is. It is incredible. It's everything I want to be in flower form. Okay, I have officially been to the office and back. I didn't end up vlogging because I was zoomed in, grabbed lunch, had a bunch of meetings, and then zoomed out. So I don't have to film for you, but I am now at a coffee shop to finish up my day because I just know if I go home, I am not going to want to work and I have a lot to do. So we're at a cute coffee shop called Sparrow, and I love their coffee, so let's get some. I got their spiced brown sugar iced latte, and it's very good. It's what I get pretty much every time I come here. And there aren't any seats available except for up at the bar, which I could sit there if I get tired, but I figured it's kind of nice to stand anyway, so I'm gonna try to do that. Apparently standing's healthier. I've never done any research on that, but here we are.
Are we on this thing?
Yeah.
I think I'm going through a bag.
It is officially later in the day, and my friends and I are doing one of those big like swaps. So we've literally just brought a bunch of stuff that we don't want together, and now we're exchanging, which is so fun. Love it. I'm already finding some things for me, and it's really fun because my stuff that I no longer need, my friends are excited to take for themselves, which is the point of this whole thing. So fun. Oh my gosh, love these pants.
I know, those are staples, but alas, don't fit.
Alas.
I want so badly to fit into these shoes.
I know.
Hopefully it's
Wait, but
charged.
yeah. So they didn't
There's
say
a car
anything
charger
about
too.
lingerie.
There's a car
So-
charger version.
Yeah.
Does that mean I
plug it
shouldn't
in.
get her lingerie?
Hey guys, it's another day. I am back at the rental house, and I have done quite a bit since we chatted. I was actually here yesterday for a few hours, and so was Jonathan, except I was here with Judah. I'll insert a couple clips. We just wanted to get some stuff done but didn't have any childcare, so he was my little helper, which meant that he either played on the ground while I cleaned or actually baby wore him for a little while, and it was very sweet. He fell asleep while I was touching up paint, so that was kind of fun. But I'm in an empty house. We are pretty much clean. Like everything in here is really clean. The only thing is we need to like thoroughly vacuum and then probably get the carpets clean because there's a lot of dog hair still happening. Yeah, and some staining and stuff, gross. So anyway, but I thought it could be fun to give a little bit of a tour because this is the house that Jonathan was living in when we met, and it was the house we had our first kiss in. Just like, it's just, you know, a special place. So I'll do a really quick tour, and then we're gonna actually spend most of our time outside. There's some bushes out back that I will show you, or right in front of the porch, that we're gonna take out completely. They got really overgrown. Jonathan did not garden while he lived here, and then while we've had renters for the past 3 years, we also didn't really do much to maintain. For houses, like how much does, I don't know. Another topic. And then this is a beautiful window in this living room, but you can kind of see that this tree, the branches are really low, so it makes the backyard feel much smaller. My mom called this out and I totally agree. So we're gonna take like the lowest layer of the branches off so it feels much higher. You can feel the grass and maybe even get more sun to the grass so there's less patchy bits. So there's just, gotta clean up out here, stuff to do. We will not get to all the backyard stuff today, but my parents are coming over very graciously to help me with that. So quick tour. This is the upstairs, it's a tri-level. So there is a bathroom in here. We installed the shower. That's a whole nother story. Bedroom number 1, tons of storage. There's 4 of these. bedroom number 2, bedroom number 3. Oops, I forgot that the light is still on. So really, like, it's a 4-bedroom house. It's so it's a bigger house than the house we currently live in. But it just wasn't really the part of town we wanted to live in. Though I think if we had really doubled down on this house, we could have made it our own. It is beautiful, but it was more house than we needed. So it was a good investment for us to rent it. I already showed you the kitchen, and then there's this basement. Really, again, very spacious. Another full bath slash laundry room, a 4th sort of like non-conforming, but bedroom. And then stairs to go outside, and I won't bring you down, but there's also a whole nother lower level concrete basement that is finished to the point where there's like a wet bar down there. And the boys had like a weight room and ping pong table and stuff. So anyway, it's a nice house. It's a little on the like outdated slash just, you could tell it was maybe a more affordable construction, but 2 fireplaces and 1 is hooked up for gas, we think. So anyway, it's a very special spot. I think someone will really, really love it. We just want it looking its best for when people come to show it. I'm excited for whoever gets this place to get their own and really like make it really nice. Yeah, I'm really hopeful. The more I'm in it, with it being clean and empty, the more I'm like, wait, it's kind of cute. But we have other plans. Okay, let me show you outside and then I need to get to work. These are the bushes that we're taking out today. As you can see, it covers up so much of the house. Like, you can't even sit on your porch because the bushes are so tall. So kind of a weird choice. I think they're intended to be like shorty little hedges that just got overgrown. But that's just not gonna work for us. So these suckers are out of here today. Okay, we are done and I'm exhausted. My dad's still power washing, so sorry for the noise, but that looks pretty good if you ask me. All right, you guys, we are officially almost done. We finished all of the front. It's all staged. I brought one of my Extremis outdoor seating for the porch just to kind of stage a little bit. Bought some flowers. We're gonna get rid of this hose and it's ready to list. You. Hi friends, it's a couple days later and I thought I would end this vlog where I think I started, which was doing my makeup, and talk a little bit. I'm sorry, why is my hair wet? That's gross. What happened? I swear it's not always chaotic when I'm doing this. Anyway, I thought that I would sit down and talk to you about selling a house in case any of you are on the path to doing that. I have a lot of experience in prepping a house to sell in the last year because I have helped 4, me being one of them, 4 family houses get prepped to sell in the last year. Both sets of parents, my brother and sister-in-law on my side, and our own house. So I feel like, though I am no real estate professional, I do feel like I have some level of at least experiential expertise in that area to be able to give some advice. Before I start though, I want to start with my base, and I am using my like kind of secondary makeup that I keep out here by Little Man. But it's still very similar. It's a vitamin C serum, so this one is the Ole Hendrickson True Serum, and then a moisturizer, this is the Ole Hendrickson Strength Peptide Boost Moisturizer, so both of these if they'll focus. And then sunscreen, which in both sets I'm using the Naturium Dew Glow SPF 50. I really, really like it. I've really been liking this, and it's fairly affordable, so that's great. So let me get that on, and then we can chat. Yeah. Okay, a couple thoughts about prepping for moving. So you don't have to start prepping for moving in the like 2 weeks before actually trying to move. I would much rather start prepping earlier. So even like in this house, we're gonna keep it and rent it, but I'm already starting to think about what are the things that we would do if we were getting it ready to sell, and are some of those things that we can and should do now. A great example is stuff that's broken that you know will need to be fixed, because the number of times I have seen something really sort of annoyingly broken that has just been put off and put off and put off getting fixed, and then you're gonna have to pay to get it fixed anyway, so you might as well get it fixed so that you can live it and appreciate it. That's one for sure. Some of the like major landscaping things at our rental house, obviously we talked about having to like dig out all those bushes, completely redo it. I didn't think about how disruptive that would be to the grass. And so I'm regretting not doing that like a year earlier, because we still would have had to do some landscaping cleanup and like new mulch and whatever. That is stuff that you really will need to do right before listing. But like digging those things out of the ground, I'm trying to remember even if I showed clips of what it looked like after we had professional people come and get the roots out, because we just couldn't do it. If not, I will insert some clips here. It tore up the ground so much I almost cried because I was like, I'm supposed to take photos of this house in days, and they did not tell me it was going to be that destructive to the ground. And so I got back and I was like, that entire first grass section was completely torn up. They ended up having to like puzzle piece together pieces of sod to try to like reconstruct any grass where there was supposed to be grass. So that I definitely wish we had done earlier. So that would be my recommendation. Anything like more significant landscaping that you know for sure needs to happen. The thing is when it's cosmetic, most of the time you're not gonna do the thing if it's just because you think it'll sell. Like people will like it better if it's painted a different color, or like there's different flowers out front or whatever. So my next piece of advice is to, if you already know which realtor you're gonna work with, we have a family friend that's amazing. She's such a great realtor. It was no question that we were gonna work with her. I sort of wish we'd asked her to come and walk the house, you know, a couple months earlier. But we did still have her come walk the house when our renters moved out. And she was so helpful in being like, okay, this is what I do think you should do ahead of time versus stuff that you just don't worry about. And so that was incredibly helpful because it gave us a picture of like, okay, what's actually gonna make a difference in the selling process for people buying a home versus not. And so I was surprised by a couple of things actually that I thought was gonna make a difference and did not make a difference in her opinion at all. So if you walk with her or your person, that person may be able to advise you on more cosmetic things that may or may not need to be updated. Okay, that's my base. My Misha BB Perfect Cover Serum Cream and my Catrice True Skin Concealer. And you're running out of battery, so I'm gonna change your battery and come back to you in a minute. I'm back. Okay, so those are like all the fix-up tips I have. My other tip that comes to mind is to declutter early, little, and often. So most people will decide that they're gonna sell their house, start thinking about moving, and then think, oh man, I need to start decluttering because I don't wanna move all this junk, or I don't wanna move a bunch of stuff that I don't wanna like keep long term. Most people will decide they're gonna sell their house and then think about listing, and you typically wanna be fairly clutter-free when you're trying to list your house. It just shows better. But it's just a really good practice to sort of in your mind. So for example, we're gonna be moving after the holidays of this like Christmas. And so I'm already looking around my house being like, okay, what around here do we really not use, need, like, that we can just start slowly decluttering or selling or whatever now. So there's not some mad dash in, I don't know, whatever, right around the holidays before we're trying to move. So just a thought for you. So anyway, those are my big tips. And I would love to know if any of you are also in the process of selling your house, because I feel like often summertime is a big buy house, move house. I have another friend that just closed on a house last week. So lots of movement happening in my life, and I'm curious if it's also happening in your life. And I'm almost done. I've got my base, I've got my contour bronzer, I just put on some blush. I'm not gonna do anything really on my eyes because it's a casual day. I'm trying to even think. I don't even think I'm gonna do brows. I would love to get some like outside sun tanning time today if I can. A little bit harder with little man, so I'll have to sort of figure out like what feels like it would work with his needs too. I also just bought these really cute fake nails, so I may try to apply those today. They were very cheap. If they end up being good, I will link them. If they don't end up being good, I'll save you the hassle. Other than that, I think that's it, you guys. I think sign off here. You saying goodbye with your coughs? I'm gonna sign off here. Probably try to get some of this vlog edited today if I can. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye guys.